Welcome to Think Central Lesson 7-6. Let's get busy. So on this one, we're looking for patterns. On this whole lesson, we're looking for patterns. So remember the chomp video. Chomp video is you look for patterns between numbers, either going like this, like alligator teeth, going up and down, up and down, up and down. So there's patterns here. If you can find out what those patterns are, you'll find out the answer. So complete the table. It's an add to rule. So this is pretty simple. You're just adding 2 each time here. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And it shows us in the Think Central view example. It's exactly what you do. You just add 2 to each number. It's an input-output table. For question number 2, we're looking for patterns, but this time we're looking for patterns on a coordinate plane. So the rule here is add 4, and that gives us our xy coordinate. So if x is 1, then what is y? So we just do that, and then you plot the points, each ordered pair. So the first point, you click on this, and then you go 1, 5. So over 1 up 5, that's that point there. 2, 6, that point there. You can see that it's a pattern, and the pattern's revealed when we plot the points. And you'll get some sort of line segment that looks like that. And it could keep going on and on in both directions because it's a repeating pattern. And here is the Think Central information. It shows us that. So make sure you're starting at the origin. You're moving right, over, and then up to find points in coordinate number 1. This is coordinate number 1. Looking at the third question again, same thing. You're looking for a pattern here. Now, the pattern is exactly just x equals y, x equals y, x equals y. So on this, it is a line that's going to look like that. So the rule is x equals y. So plot those points here, and then you can connect them like that by graphing those points. And here's the Think Central explanation. The x-axis is years, so make sure you're doing x first, y second, and you can see the line like that. Question number 4, looking for a pattern. There's 2 ways to see a pattern here. The pattern is time, so time is going to be your x-axis here, and that is time going that way, and amount of water leaking will be your y-axis here. So there's a relationship between x and y, but there's also a pattern for x. So x is 0, 10, 20. It's a plus 10 pattern for x, like that. And the y is 10, 20, 40. So the pattern up and down is plus 10, or this pattern is times 2, or plus 20. It's plus 20. And the pattern going side to side is x times 2 equals y. So x times 2 is y. So let's plot those points. 0, 10, 20, 20, 40, 40, 60, 10, 20, 20, 40, 30, 60, like that. So that is the graph of the coordinate pairs there. And it shows us here, so read this explanation if you need help, but it's pretty self-explanatory once you see the pattern. All right, same thing here, except this time they don't tell us the xy, so here's your x-axis, here's your y-axis. So you're traveling at a constant rate of speed, so in 1 hour, you're going 60 miles, and in 2 hours you're going 120 miles, and in 3 hours you're going 180 miles. So you always start at the origin, 0, 0, because when you go 0 hours you go 0 miles. 1, 60, 2, 120, 3, 180, etc. And so this is a relationship. It is x times 60 equals y. And this is kind of why you do the dot instead of the x for times, because when you have that, you get that there. And you can see here the graph represents the plots of x and y. And make sure you're starting at the origin, you're going to the right for X, and you're going up for Y. And the final question. Oh, that's the end of our lesson. So pretty simple, straightforward lesson. Do your IXL practice. Make sure you're asking for a lot of help if you're confused about anything. But by this point in the unit, you should be becoming pretty much of a master for coordinate pairs, plotting them on a coordinate plane.